Hey, what is happening, everybody? Happy Friday. Good to see everybody in chat already. Sorry we're running a little late today. We're working hard out here, you know. Becky in there first. Appreciate you. Nance in there close second. Says he's about to head home from dinner. All right. Yeah, just got you by a little bit. She did. Oh, okay. I'm in a restaurant. Can't be in the wires at the same time. Yes, I agree. Drive safe. Don't text and drive. Or chat and drive. Oh, at least it's not me. She's never first. Oh, shots fired. CB is busy this evening. That's okay. She's out there living life, you know? Down there in paradise. Nan says he'll have to catch the replay later. By the time I get home, it'll likely be over. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. Replay views are good too. We appreciate that. Thank you. Meech in here too. Why y'all burning me when I'm not even in here? Yeah, that's right. That Friday music. Hopefully it's loud enough for you and we can hear everything. What's up? Scarf Mommy in here too. Hello. Hope everybody had a great week. We got a fun one today. Cause I was kind of tired of like depressing TikTok despair. So there's no TikTok today. We're not doing any TikTok. This is all just fun. I mean, might be there is some depression involved in this stealth camping lifestyle, but when I first heard about stealth camping, I was just like, oh, okay, it's like, you know, like something that people are doing for views on YouTube. There's one particular account that is it's like the OG of stealth camping, and he really does it in a tasteful way, and it's fun to watch. You feel like you're there with him. But now, I think after his success, people are kind of starting to emulate him, and some of them are better than others. Falcor in here. What's up, Falcor? Hope you had a great week. Hello. Scarf Mommy says Bush Camp Dad. No, not Bush Camp Dad. This is like real life Bush Camp Dad. For those of you who have an adult life and don't play Fortnite, Bush Camp Dad is a famous Fortnite streamer who is he is a dad of 2 boys, and he camps in the game by hiding from people. And that's how he got good. It's kind of funny. But this is like that in real life. This is like hiding in the bushes in real life. It's absolutely insane. And the first guy, his name's Steve Wallace, and he just has his videos are perfect. He's got context shots, you know, you feel like you're there with him. The sound is all really good. Meech says he just sits and hides in the bushes and somehow he wins. Yes. So his strategy, he tries to rank up, and the way that you rank up is by getting high placement in a match. So out of 100, you know, if you're in the top 10, you're going to move up faster or whatever. So he would just hide in the bushes and then wait till there's like 2 people left and then try and fight them. But it's actually funny because he's actually gotten better now that like pro players have started paying attention to him, and he's been in tournaments and stuff. It's really funny. He's a very wholesome guy. He's fun to watch. And so is Steve Wallace. Steve is such a wholesome dude. So the first ever stealth campaign...
Ever since Kimura was a little girl, she had...
The first ever stealth camping video that I ever saw was this video here, where Steve Wallace, the OG of stealth camping, he's got a channel called Steve Wallace and a channel called Camping with Steve. Yes, he has this awesome video where he camps in a roundabout in the middle of an intersection. And this was my first exposure to this type of video. So what he does is he has this safety vest that he's wearing. And that's to kind of look like he maybe works for the city, or he's has some job that he's doing. But he's scoping out this roundabout here that has this big, thick stand of trees in it. He is going to make a little break for the roundabout here.
Okay.
Sorry, that was loud.
Let's go. Wandered across, no problem.
And literally he's just gonna
see what we can
oh,
do.
Meech says, are these the people that camp in a Walmart? Oh, they're coming. The Walmart people are coming. They're in a different tribe than Steve.
Okay.
Steve is totally in a different world in these kind of videos. Nugget Man in the house. What's up, Nugget? Thank you for being here. Today we're talking stealth camping.
A little bit.
So, look at this tiny little space right here. He's got 6 feet of a circle.
Take this high vis off, and then we'll get set up here.
And he's just gonna set up camp in this intersection.
Here, I didn't see one, but
look at the cinematography of this. Just that shot right there is just amazing. The lighting. He's even got good video of him setting the camp up, setting up his little sleeping bag. Sometimes he has a cot, other times not. Doesn't look like there's enough room for a cot in this one.
There's one little spot I can actually stand up in the middle here, so that's pretty good. Nice thing is, if you really wanted to get in here, you gotta crawl on your hands and knees from any of the access points around the outside of this. I really hope there's no sprinkler system in here. I didn't see one, but it wouldn't surprise me if they put one in.
Oh, Scarf Mommy says he's not very stealthy with that bright vest on, right? Yeah, he's got to take that thing off quick.
The police drove past, and
Meech says, "Where's Johnny? He would love this." I know, right?
I'm sure that's the first of many times they're gonna.
Actually, Will and Aries Sweet were talking about stealth camping a couple weeks ago, and actually tipped me off to a couple of new accounts, stealth camping accounts I hadn't heard of. So, give credit to Aries Sweet for the topic idea. Meech says sprinkler system. I know, dude. Any minute, the sprinklers could just pop on.
So I'll keep the lights low and just stay hunkered down.
That's his catchphrase, hunker down.
And I hope it does soon, because I really want to put that high-vis vest on again and crawl out through one of these holes to see if I can see the little sleeping bag setup.
So that's what is the next thing he does. After he sets up his camp, he gets his camera and he leaves the camp and walks all the way around it and films so that he can see, the camp spot from all the different angles, see if anybody can see him, see his stuff, whatever. Becky says sprinkler equals shower. Yeah, dude, it's a free shower. Just hope you got to change of clothes in there in the bush somewhere. I don't know why he brought orange trash bags. That was the other thing, is kind of doesn't look that stealthy, but okay. Scarf Mommy says, so what's the point of stealth camping? Who's he tricking by doing this? This would be cooler if he was a fugitive or something. Okay, so that was my next point, okay? What Steve is able to do.
Things are still really lively here.
is
Can't
he
believe it. It's getting a
he
little
makes
bit
you
late and I
feel
haven't
like
made my,
you're
wrap
in
yet.
the adventure
But
with him, and
they gotta
like
go to bed eventually, right?
the risk
All right.
and the
Stealth test.
apprehension
The
of
dumbest thing I could do.
are we gonna get
because
caught
I've gotten away
is
with
kind
this.
of the
I came
exciting
in
part
right before
of his
dark.
videos.
Nobody's seen me. I haven't used any lights. And actually, I can film
Falcor
with
says
just the
someone I
traffic
know
lights on
just
me,
got out of
so that's
prison and
perfect.
is stealth camping.
But I'm
Oh,
gonna
dude,
hang up this.
that's another thing too. Is I was I alluded to this in the description. It's a thin line between cosplaying homelessness, straight up actual homelessness, and stealth camping, which risk of what? Mosquitoes. Right. Well, I mean, I guess it is technically illegal to camp in the places where he camps. Like, he'll camp like behind there's one where he's like behind a billboard on the side of the highway. Well, I can pull up his channel here. So, but he literally, so here he's gonna walk around and show his little space, but the other thing they do in these stealth camping videos is they cook a meal, which is always insane to me because they have like these like ridiculous camping setups, and then they bust out a little stove and start cooking. Falcor says this person I know does it by a Walmart. Now, there are a lot of people, for some reason, in the stealth camping community, Walmart is like a beacon. And maybe it's the large, virtually unattended parking lot, or the 24-hour access to whatever you might need when you're camping. But yes, Walmart does seem to draw in the stealth campers. I have several videos I've seen where people are in Walmart parking lots at varying degrees of success. But I mean, just look at the cinematography is just great, you know?
Play it cool.
And he, like right now,
This might be me getting busted for doing a stupid stealth test, and I just don't know.
There's a city vehicle just like right there.
Who's that?
And here he is, just
Community Safety Patrol. So,
camping in the middle of
Yay.
the intersection for some reason.
you know, Community Safety Patrol is not going to arrest me, but they will call the police about things. So
I thought this was kind of exciting.
quite sure what to
Alexander
do
Drought
exactly,
in the chat.
but,
Happy Friday
he's
to
on
you
me for
too,
sure.
sir. Appreciate you
That's a
being
good
here.
one.
We're talking about stealth
Should I
camping
crawl back in
today.
there? I just don't know. I really don't know.
Becky says, we have a security guard roll around the parking lot at our Walmart. Yes, and that is why you have to be extra stealthy when you're at Walmart, because they don't allow overnight parking, I believe. Because in like the van life RV community, there's, you know, various places that allow overnight parking that they rely on. But even though Walmart doesn't want them there, for some reason, they are drawn to the Walmart parking lots. But yeah, so here's another example of Steve Wallace's video. And this one, he's in an intersection.
Very busy intersection. And I got to camp in that tonight. So
I don't know how he got that shot. He must have
by the
sent a
power box
drone
here.
up or something. But
So it
he's
looks
got
like
his trademark orange
just bringing
bags.
some groceries home. And I'm going to disappear into this big, beautiful, untrimmed bush. Just like Homer disappearing in the hedge.
Do
As
what?
soon as this pedestrian crosses, I'll be safe
Just
too.
like Homer disappearing in the hedge, he said.
Let's go.
Okay. I mean, there's...
Now we're talking.
He's
There is a
so
lot of
excited
room here.
about this.
Um,
There's like 6 inches of space
So the
between
benefit
the
of this
wall
road noise
and these
is
plants,
it's
and
really
he's
gonna
like, there's
cover up
so
any
much space
talking
here, you
or
guys. This
anything
is
like that.
a luxury
this way.
campground.
There is some room, But I think the best spot is
Scarf
on
Mommy
this,
says it's the Simpsons meme. Yes, in real life, Steve Wallace is the real life
and it's further from this
disappearing into a
entranceway to the
bush
road
guy.
here.
But I think it's crazy. He's just like just on a sidewalk, just chilling. I want to see that
So
that
there's a little
wide
garbage
shot
bag
again.
here.
So here he is. He walked down the
hoping for
road to
something
get
I could
him some
use to make
step
a
2.
bread
He
bowl
calls it
because
step
like
2
edible
because step
bowls.
1 you set up camp. Step 2
We got these.
you get you a beverage.
Some bread with soup tonight. Okay, so I know I got a 24-hour store there and a McDonald's. So things are looking
Yeah, so
good,
you're not
but if
really
the
roughing it
traffic
when
slows
you're
down,
stealth camping because
I'm
you're literally like right
across
next
the road
to
from
a
my bushes
restaurant
over
or a
there.
business that you could just go and get food from. So it's really
And
it's easy
somebody totally just
easy
heard me say that.
camping
I'm just trying
in
to see
in comparison.
McDonald's has a
Meech is the
24-hour
color of
lobby,
the sky
but I
though.
doubt
Oh
it.
my gosh, I know.
They usually close at 10 or
Hey, and-
11.
and
the
he's
drive-thru
just,
stays
like-
open at night.
He's not even trying,
So, yeah,
and it's just
the
like
lobby
these
there closes at
awesome.
midnight,
He
opens
gets
up
these
again at like
awesome
5 in the morning.
shots. I just love it.
When the place is closed for the night, it's time to crawl in there.
And here he is disappearing into the bush again. I love it. Oh my gosh.
Saving money.
So if you want to check out some awesome stealth camping, Steve is definitely the guy. Okay? Like, here, I'll pull up his channel here. He's got abandoned pipe stealth camping, parking garage stealth camping. He's got I have a girlfriend update. That is pertinent because his fan base was concerned about him because he lost his wife a couple years ago, and they were worried he was like sad and alone, so he made this girlfriend update video. But I just love his channel. He has this other one where he does the 70s motorhome camping. So he has the full 70s getup and everything, and I believe this was the same style as his first camper van back in the day. So he rented this, I believe, and he got his 70s camper outfit, and he kind of intersperses this with his old shots of him camping in a similar vehicle. Meech says, is he in disguise? No, he's just dressing in the 70s because it's a 70s camper. So he's being period correct. We're camping like it's 1972 here. But this camper is actually dope, and he of course makes him a nice meal back there, and he does a whole tour of like the camper and how it works and all of that stuff. Really neat. I thought it was a good attention to detail doing the 70s outfit and stuff, but that's a great one. He has a ton of awesome content, and he is like, when you Google stealth camping, he's the account that pops up. Scarf Mommy says, looks like a Cleveland Browns tailgate van. I know, right? Like they're all that age, like 70s and 80s, and they're yes. Now you just need like 10 cases of warm Natty Light and you're ready to go. Like you guys were saying at the Walmart, this guy, his channel is called Under the Radar Van, okay? And this is not camping, okay? This guy lives in this van, I'm pretty sure. Or at least he's representing that he does, or at least lives in it part-time for the purposes of these videos. Scarf Mommy says, I want to see this dude stealth camp at the Muni lot. Dude, you'd blend right in. No one would notice. They're all blind drunk. Meech says, Thunderstrike playing at a volume unhealthy to all eardrums. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So this guy is going through and he's showing us his camper van, okay? And this thing
no trace
actually is super stealthy. It's like an all black like Sprinter style van. Yeah, you can see it there in the background. And he's just got,
as I have some twilight, just kind of get a scope.
He's got a full setup inside there that is really awesome.
Going on. See if there are no overnight parking signs. There often are at Walmart. And see if there are other vans doing the same thing tonight.
Yeah, see,
I'm also gonna, of course,
so when he pulls up to a place, number one, he's looking for signs that say no overnight parking, because the police obviously are on the lookout for people doing that if you're not allowed to be in a parking lot overnight. And then the other thing that I didn't think of is the fact that other people might be camping in the same Walmart. Like, new fear unlocked, you know, right? Like, you're sitting in your little camper van at Walmart and you think nobody's there, nobody's around. There's somebody else in their own little camper van. Like, I don't know. That's creepy, dude. That's scary to me. But, I mean, you know, you're right in front of Walmart, so you can go in there and get you some $9 pants. Looks like he's doing a little pants shopping. Now this guy, he has an office job. That he usually works remotely, but one day a week he goes into, okay, here's the van. One day a week he goes into the office, and he takes the van to the office too. I'll show you that too. Look at this thing in the back. He's got a whole little disco ball. He has a shower in his van.
For one thing, if you're not using it, you can just use it as like a storage space.
He's got all these little Christmas lights everywhere. He's got a propane heater to keep it warm. I think he has a little air conditioner too.
I just shower at room temperature water. I mean, it gets to be like 80 degrees in the van during the day. That's what my water tank gets to. So
yeah, but like in the winter time, are you showering with 30-degree water is what I'm wondering. Meech says, are his coworkers not concerned about this van? Well, that's part of the stealth of stealth camping, is sometimes you're trying to hide the fact that you live in a van down by the river. I think what he does is he commutes from the van. But we can see in that video. I didn't watch it all the way through, but
it's around 10:15 now. There's a shift change going on.
So he knows the shift change time at Walmart. Like, it's crazy.
I did see I've only done it a handful of times. Hopefully, I just get a good night.
He's like a nervous wreck, though, trying to find this spot. Like, I would hate to live this life of, like, every night wondering, like, oh, where am I going to park? Because it's not like you can park at the same Walmart all the time, because people will see your van and then be like, what's that van always doing here?
Now, blacking out the windows is easy. This front part is going to be the most difficult part in any van. But don't half-ass it. I've been by
whole acid, you guys. Get some blackout curtains.
You can see light just
you're done.
Because they have like a blind or a right over here. And I actually have two stitched together, which
two curtains, guys. Two curtains stitched together. Don't buy one that's the size you need. Get two, stitch them together.
Completely.
Done.
I'm gonna get all my lights blaring in here.
Get all the lights blaring.
How good and close this are.
So now you can see him. Now, another big rule of van life is that you don't want to use the side door of your van to get in and out. You're supposed to use the driver's seat so that people don't know that you're staying in the back. Meech says groundbreaking. I know, right?
Here is my window that is above my kitchen.
So,
darkness.
okay,
That is
he's...
just padding with one side wrapped in black Gorilla Tape. That's all it takes.
See, that's... I thought, like, oh, that's cool, he has, like, tinted one-way glass. No, he put Gorilla Tape on the window. Like, it's... These setups always look nice in the videos, but, like, I feel like the...
Make it all nice.
I feel like the details and the finishes and the build quality of these vans is suspect. Even making my own, I'm not sure that I would want to even sleep or camp in a van, much less make it my full-time home. It's wild to me. And I know a lot of people did that back during, you know, COVID and stuff. Mish says, looks nice in the dark. Yeah, exactly. When you have no light in there except some dim red lights. Oh, okay, he can open this window, it looks like. And he doesn't have any Gorilla Tape on it. But, I mean, you know, he's got his little red lights in there. I just... That doesn't seem like a fun life to me. That seems really, like, sad, kind of. And this is, like, the other side of stealth camping is, when are you just a homeless person that lives in their van? Not, like, disparaging homelessness, obviously, but, I mean, you know, I kind of feel like if you're a person of means and you're making these videos, you run the risk of looking like a jerk. You know, when you're like, wow, wouldn't it be crazy if I had to live in Walmart's parking lot? And then another person is just like, day 400 of living in the Walmart parking lot. Like, dude, the housing crisis is out of control, I guess. Becky says, I agree, like, find a shelter to stay in. Yeah. But these guys aren't, they're not homeless. They're living in the van on purpose. Which, again, I don't get. Because to buy one of these Sprinter vans and then outfit it, you're looking at like 60 grand, 70 grand. Just buy a camper. What are you doing? Why do we have to be stealth? You don't have to hide. You know, like, it's... If you're camping in a van, you do have to hide. But if it's just a camper, you just put it in park. Like, I don't understand what we're doing here. Meech said these guys don't need shelters. This is a sport. Yeah, exactly. This is for views. Like a lot of the things we talk about here on the stream. And I don't know. Like, okay, so here's this video of the same guy. Under the Radar Van is the name of his YouTube channel. Now, on this day, he has to get ready. He's working in the office today. So, well, I'll let him set it up here.
An alarm to wake up in the morning, just like everyone else. I just keep the volume really low. That's because I slept on a dense residential street last night. I'm trying not to make noise. I am
on a residential
toasty warm
street,
in my
just
van
parked.
This morning as I change, because I ran my little buddy propane space heater all night long. That thing gets so hot. Yes, I know it releases carbon monoxide and moisture, and it's bad. And yes, I do have a diesel heater.
He has a carbon monoxide detector in the van. That's an important detail I think a lot of people might forget about.
Underneath the van that blows and makes noise.
Meech says it's almost like showing how living in a van is attainable, but it really isn't for people that don't have homes. Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point.
My office in downtown Boston. I sleep here because the commute is easiest from here.
The commute is easiest from here. Yeah, brother. You are like on the street in a neighborhood. I mean,
yeah, one thing I will do
this seems
morning,
risky to me for different reasons. Like I you know, camping in like a downtown residential area. Meech says, is he wearing suspenders? Yeah, he's getting ready for his office job. But yeah, now he's just walking to work, I guess.
We started with van life. I mean, I never got up this early before until I started living in a van.
Okay, no, so we've confirmed he definitely lives in the van. And now he's taking a bus from the van to his office. This is crazy to me. I mean, now, parking in downtown Boston's probably really expensive, so this makes sense. He's parking somewhere for free, and then just hope nobody messes with your van while you're gone, I guess, because, man, if someone breaks into your car and it's your house, all your stuff's in there. Like, what do you... I don't know. This is crazy to me.
Commute in the morning, which sounds like a pain. At 5:30 in the morning.
Meech says, how can you sleep properly? You never get a deep sleep when you're literally on the street. Yeah, when you know that your life is potentially in danger, you're not going to sleep as well. Like when you're in the middle of the woods in a tent, you're going to be pretty attentive to every single noise, you know? So I can't imagine sleeping in a neighborhood, especially, you know, near downtown Boston. He got to work too early. His office is locked.
Well, I've already run into a problem. This is my...
Okay, so he has to cut through the parking garage, whatever. So...
Do these work?
But, like, I
don't understand the purpose of locking the front
now,
door.
I get...
The garage.
I get that, you know, everyone kind of has their own idea of the perfect living setup. And if you're fine with a tiny space, cool, you know? But, you know, I think tiny home is a totally different thing than just, you know, living in a little van. Like, it's, I mean, props to him for sticking with it, you know? And he's a pretty small channel. He's got 8,000 subscribers. You know, so it's not like this YouTube channel's like paying all of his bills or anything. So he's working remote and working his office job and just living in a van. And then you have to try and hide that from your coworkers. You know, somebody asks you if they can, like, I don't know, come by for dinner, or I don't know. It just seems it'd be awkward to try and hide and lie about that all the time. But also, I can see why you would, because you know, telling your boss, like, hey, by the way, I'm homeless and I live in a van. You know, I don't know how you hide it from him, though, if you have a YouTube channel. This is just, it's wild to me. But, you know, he's in the nature, you know? He's living in nature at this little park in downtown Boston. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Appreciate that. At what point does one of his coworkers find his page, right? And, like, that's what's gonna happen. The boss is gonna find it and fire him. Yeah, Scarf Mommy says, for real, isn't the point of these channels to get big? And yeah, I would think it probably is. You know, you want your channel to get big enough that you can pay your bills and quit your job. You know, I mean, yeah, that'd be awesome. Let's get that going, you know? Get to 100,000 subscribers on here. We'll do this stream every day. But yeah, I just thought this was wild that my man, you know, lives in an office, or lives in a van, goes to the office. He's using the shower in his van, shower in the office. It's a wild life. But I think doing it for adventure is one side, and then actually living it is totally different, because yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you exist like that. Okay, so here he has this video that I thought was funny. because the point I was trying to make was how close you are to homelessness, basically. And he has this video he just put out 3 days ago called Van Life and Feelings of Homelessness. There's a little spot where he talks about that.
Roam around and live anywhere I want. You know, a set of wheels that is also... Yeah, this is starting to feel like my home, you know? Yeah, that's right. I use the H word.
Starting to feel like my home.
I've concluded that even having the
Meech says without the proper shower is my beef. Yeah, dude.
You know, a set of
room temperature, outside air temperature, shower water? Nah. Nope. Couldn't be me. I'd have the gym membership at least, dude. At least shower at the gym, dog.
I think everyone needs that. I think that's just a basic human instinct to be driven to familiarity and predictability.
Drew, put up that map. I thought it was a drawing of a veiny... Oh my goodness. Let's see. Hold on. This is the, This is the Helderberg escarpments. That's got to be a French word that I don't know how to say. Escarpment. I don't know. Meech, you know about that Frenchy stuff, probably. I don't actually know what this map is of, or where that even is. That is crazy. It does look really weird. Nugget says, I thought that's what his story was about, a new name for homeless people. Oh, it was just, yeah. It basically is. It basically is, Nugget. Is it because there's some people who are living this life who are just essentially homeless, like this guy.
To roam around and live anywhere I want.
But he chooses it.
That is also my house.
You know, he's doing it on purpose, but
I still want an area that is my stomping ground, where I like to dwell, where I like to reside, a place that's familiar. I think everyone needs that. I think that's just a basic human instinct.
Yeah, that's why we have houses, my man.
Familiarity.
You should try it. Not the H word, Nugget says. I know, right? Like he has to censor himself from saying home because he doesn't have one.
I find myself confronting,
which is
like I did today.
This is the depressing part to me.
Driving back and forth, doing a whole lot of nothing, just driving to kill time, figuring out where to go.
Spending the day just driving back and forth, looking for a place to park. That sounds terrible.
I'm not sure what I'm trying to say, but it is getting late and
I mean,
is super cold.
Like these people who
never-ending winter, so
who are touring the country.
Park for the evening.
I get what they're doing. You know? I get it. Drive to the next place you want to see, hang out there, see the place, see the things, do the things, go to the next place. I get that. I get living in a van and traveling. But living in a van and just living in the city, like just living your normal life, going to work, going to the gym, but you're commuting to a van is wild to me. Because again, if you're gonna live in a vehicle, get a nice camper for the same money and just park it at a campground. Like, why are we hiding? It doesn't make sense to me. You know, I get the embarrassment, but also, if you're that embarrassed about people finding out that this is the life you live, having a 10,000 subscriber YouTube channel where you vlog your life is not a good way to be stealthy. Anyway, so that's Under the Radar Van on YouTube. And this channel Ari and Will told me about. And it is called Outdoors Unsupervised. And this guy, he is a hoot, okay? He's a little awkward, a little bit brash, maybe, and he says, like, just in comparison to the other people who do these kind of videos, because there's definitely like the, hello, welcome to Van Life with Jessica. I'm Jessica. You know, there's those kind of videos for sure. But he does more of kind of like the rogue, he is stealth camping for sure, but he's a lot different than Steve Wallace, we'll say. He's definitely got a different vibe about him, but his videos are good too. Yeah, Meech says ASMR van life. Yeah, I know. Like if you get on YouTube Shorts, it's all like 22-year-old Instagram models in $80,000 Mercedes vans with a $20,000 kitchenette and bed setup that they've built into the van, and then it's just them making a little video and whispering over it in the background, and they're in some beautiful place, whatever, and then I guess they make money doing that. I don't know. Maybe you endorse camping products, you know? You get brand sponsorships by Home Depot sheds or something. I don't know. So this is the first video I saw from Outdoors Unsupervised, and it is insane. This is where you would actually get arrested. These are crimes, okay? These are crimes. He's checking out the sheds, the pre-built sheds in the Home Depot parking lot to figure out which one he's gonna sleep in for the night. Okay, this is his little intro. So he's just checking out all the sheds, you know, telling us what he likes about certain sheds, what he doesn't like about others. This is a little plastic shed. That's probably not the best one. I'd pick one of those nice wooden ones, you know. He's got him a little lock there. So he's real concerned that they're gonna lock these sheds at night, and he's gonna get locked in. So that was a big question for me the whole time watching this, is I'm like,
any of these are doable.
Any of them are doable, you know? This is Brandon, by the way, I think is his name.
The easiest to get into if they don't put a lock on there. There is a customer employee here getting carts, but I'm thinking
that employee does not care about you. He is not looking at you in the slightest.
Their customers, their
so okay.
Buildings. That's what I'll go at.
So this guy, he's got no camper van.
Right there, that was staring at me.
He's just chilling in the parking lot.
What I'm doing.
And like
the camera in the parking lot. But
these are a little bit more high stakes because he's like on private property, so somebody could call the police. He could get arrested for trespassing.
This is going to be
much like actual homeless people
they're not
get hassled by police for urban camping, stealth camping. He could be in the same position. And honestly, you know, anybody who lives in a van for a couple of days, you're gonna look like a homeless guy really quick. Like for me, like if I didn't have beard products for like a day, I would look like a castaway on an island or something. Like so I definitely can see where you could be doing one of these things and the police roll up and they're like, yeah, I got a homeless guy, and they just round you up against your will. I don't know if they can do that or not, but yeah, that'd be my fear. Meech says, yeah, I don't know if the cart collector at Home Depot is thinking you're trying to live in the shed in the parking lot, right? Like, the last thing on that guy's mind is, I wonder I wonder if that guy's trying to figure out which shed to sleep in tonight. That is a great point. Okay, so here he is.
There's a truck
When he makes the break for the spot is always like the big tense moment to me, like.
But I'm just gonna keep walking.
Because
down the road a little bit,
I've
just
been
past
near
where
Home
I need to
Depots at
go,
night. There's
'cause here he
police.
comes,
There's people
or
around.
she.
People work at Home Depot overnight. Meech says the only thing separating Drew from a homeless dude is beard oil. Yeah, dude, for real. Beard oil, leave-in conditioner, beard wash, and you know that
Now,
sculpting
everybody and their grandmas
wax.
just went
You
by,
gotta. There's so
so I
many
should be
products
prepared.
to not.
Head on
When
over
you have
here.
a super curly beard, it's really easy for it to look like
Okay, let's go
you don't pay
before
attention
another
to it
party
at all.
comes.
I brush it multiple times a day, but I also treat it horribly
Okay, just
because
saw
I
it
get
working
really
in the
dirty
parking lot.
in my job.
So I have
but,
to pretend like I'm not going that direction.
So here he's walking,
I'll be over there.
and
sometime.
somebody sees him walking over to the Home Depot in the middle of the night, and he's just kind of got to act like, oh, don't mind me, I just have my garbage bag,
Hey,
and
I made it
I'm just
inside the,
chilling. And now here he is.
the wigwam
He is in
here.
the
I
shed,
can't see
man.
much.
He calls it the wigwam.
She said,
Um,
I'm going to try to
Meech says, I love that for you, though.
see if I
Thank
see
you.
anybody. I'll put a scene
This is a wild camera shot to me.
Early on,
He's
he was out here.
so he's found like a two-story shed, and
Looks like somebody has been in here taking a break because I see a soda can. So hopefully,
that's funny to me too. Like the employees just go outside and just chill in these sheds and like try and hide from work. That's
up
hilarious.
here, that is the only window, so I can't really have too much light on in here. I'm gonna do what I can. I'm not sure if I can put a black bag over this or not because it's vinyl, not
Yeah.
metal.
So
I think.
he gets set
Yeah,
up,
it's vinyl, so I can't
and
put
of
my
course,
bags on there and
what do you do
put the bag
after you
there.
get your camp set up? You
Okay.
make dinner, and here we are.
The Jackery
Oh my
5000 Plus
gosh.
is designed to be a
The
reliable
commercials.
whole home power solution, including acting
So here he is. Got the knife and cutting board. And no joke, his food is actually the food he makes is so good. And like even the plating in some of these videos, it's wild what he's able to make happen with just like crude tools and just camping in a hole or whatever. Crooked Orchid's in the chat. What's up? How you doing? Hope you had a great week. Happy Friday. We're doing a little stealth camping with outdoors unsupervised here. I mean, we're just cooking in it. Okay, so we throw all the veggies in a bag. Okay. And then he's gonna
Something
eat
you
his
should
dinner.
never do. Don't do this, people. Nobody should do this. Don't do anything I do.
And give us the
But
disclaimer,
if you
of course.
think,
KO
you
says,
like
going
this
great,
kind of
baby.
stuff,
Let's go.
this is the time to hit the
Nance
like
says
button
he's home.
right now.
Welcome
So that-
home, Nance. I hope
hit
the
the like
drive
button.
was good.
And share with your friends, family, even your boss. Sharing does help the channel out a whole lot. Sharing.
I am
actually helps the
sharing.
channel
I
out
am
more than the
sharing
like
you,
button.
my friend.
It's pretty heavy. You could
So
I'd probably feed 2 people.
okay, so here's his bed. He lays out his little sleep roll, and he's got a sleeping bag. And literally, you just Meech says super hazardous. Yes, dude, for real.
We're considered a hazardous building.
It would definitely be hazardous to sleep in a shed in the Home Depot parking lot. Yes, and they are cooking. They are cooking, KO. Here he is, middle of the night. Just camping at Home Depot. And I don't want to spoil the exciting parts of his videos, so we'll pause it right there. Meech says, "Is this an undisclosed Pringles ad?" Yeah, I know, right? That'd be great if that was his sponsor. This illegal camp is brought to you by Pringles. So, if that wasn't crazy enough, I found this other one from Outdoors Unsupervised. Look at this viewpoint right here. Like, this lady is 2 feet away from him. He is camping in the bushes in front of Kohl's. He's just... These stealth camper guys, they see a bush, and they're like, I bet I could live in that. Okay, so we gotta mark out all of our cameras. KO says, once you pop a tent, you cannot stop. Yes, dude. For real. And they don't even have tents. They're just sleeping bagging, under the stars at the historic Kohl's parking lot. So here's the campsite. Give us a little view here. I mean, like, you're just right there. Like, this isn't even hiding in bushes that are like far away from where people are. He's 2 feet off the sidewalk, just laying next to a bush. This is... That's right. Oh, what do you know about tent pitching? That's funny. Meech says this viewpoint is one of a... Oh, yeah. I know, dude. Yeah. It definitely looks scary. Like, he is... he's planning something nefarious. But, we're just camping at Kohl's. Here's the ladies coming to buy stuff. I mean, like, at least pick bushes on the side of the building, right? Nah, he's just right on the front. KO says, is he there for the sales? Maybe, maybe he's trying to get that first spot in line so he can get all the Hello Kitty sugar jars or whatever. But yeah, this is absolutely insane to me. I don't think an actual homeless person would be this brazen to camp in such an obvious spot. And plus, it's not like late at night. It's probably like 3 in the afternoon, and it looks hot too. He's sweating. Like, this is just nuts. So he's worried that he's gonna get arrested again. And of course, no, the Hello Kitty release. That's right. You gotta watch out for the one lady.
Doing the videos, it really helps your channel out a lot.
So
it's probably gonna be...
he is going to
go ahead, you say it, folks.
Make a whole meal, I believe, in the bush.
Here's my chicken that lives in the house.
But yeah, I thought this one was absolutely nuts. Alex says, there for the sale. Gotta get the Stanley Cups. That's right, man. That's right. You need your Hello Kitty Stanley and the Frankie. Meech, that's right. You need the Frankenstein Hello Kitty blanket that you buy for $39 and sell online for $300. If you haven't seen that stream, I completely forget what it's called, actually. It's the Hello Kitty Marshalls Redlands, California stream was that was crazy. But yeah, so I don't think even she would resort to camping in the bush outside of the store, but he's doing it. And here he is, just... we're just under a bridge. Hold on a sec here. This is his sleeping setup under a bridge.
Well, if you like your leg hanging off the bed,
I mean, this
might be comfortable.
Number one, like, wouldn't that be a little disconcerting, like cars driving over top of you all night? Like, I know, obviously, you know, the bridge isn't gonna, like, fall down, but that just seems sketchy to me.
We'll have to figure something else out.
Yeah. Yeah, like sleep in a house, maybe.
I know I do sketchy stuff, but I'll bust my head on this rock.
Yeah.
The last place I'll...
You definitely do sketchy stuff. So...
Okay.
So if you want to check out some unorthodox stealth camping, check out Outdoors Unsupervised. Meech, Clutch, thank you so much. Meech says the Hello Kitty stream is called Resellers Are Out of Control. Another incredibly creative title on my part. So, like, the opposite of this, would be the luxury stealth camping, okay? And this is a little bit different genre, but something that I could probably get behind. Because this dude has him a nice setup. And
check out our latest service deals at Firestone.
You'll recognize his van from the thumbnail of this video. Look at this, man. So it's a pretty unassuming looking van. I don't know if he has music or what. But I mean, look at this. My man is gaming. He's got his gaming laptop with a second monitor. He's got his little TKL keyboard and fancy mouse, you know? He's kind of looking like, he's got like my setup, basically, but he's in a van. Meech said this dude has burrs stuck to his shirt. I know, man. Man is just laying on the ground. KO says chef's kiss. Yeah, this dude, total opposite of Outdoors Unsupervised. Meech says the Hello Kitty stream was hilarious. Dude, yeah, those people crack me up. I really should rename it something that's like a little bit easier, you know, maybe people could discover it. Resellers Are Out of Control is that is a very Moist Critical type title there, but but yeah, so this guy's van setup. Look at this. He's got a little oven in there. He makes him a pizza. He's gaming. I mean, this dude, if we're gonna live the van life, this is how I want to do it, you know? Yeah, there's the shot right there that I thought was just gorgeous. I used for the thumbnail. Nance says there are tons of trick cargo trailer conversions that are sweet and can fold up to haul motorcycles and stuff. Oh, yeah, you know, I meant to show you on Brandon's channel. He actually built a trailer that he called Chocolate Milk, and there it is in this video right here. So he built this trailer, and he's got a couple videos already where he camps in it. But this video is him just like building it, putting it together, putting the insulation in, putting the walls up, that kind of stuff. But yeah, really cool. People get so creative with this stuff. It's awesome, man. I thought that this guy's van setup was so clean. Meech says you already got the beard, so you're halfway there. Yeah, that's right, dude. This guy is my stealth camping mentor. His channel is called Trent the Traveler, And he has over 1 million subscribers, 1.09 million. Congrats, brother. That's amazing. This dude looks like Jason Momoa. Okay, so he's setting up his, what is that, Starlink internet? Okay. KO says, how many ducks will fit? See, that's my question. How do you have a duck farm if you live in a van? You don't. Meech says, a friend of mine founded some... Hold on. Darn commercials. Buying skid steer tracks over here.
Good to see you again. I am currently traveling off to my next destination. And
see, and
I've
that's
been
the thing.
all day long.
If you're traveling the country, this
So I
isn't a
figured I'd
bad
find
way
a
to
place
live.
camp for the night,
But
get some rest before
if
I
you're
do some
just
more
like
driving
based out of
tomorrow.
one
And
city,
ironically enough, the
it
town
is
that I
really
stopped in today
impractical
is
to live in a
Travelers
vehicle.
Rest. It's a town here in South Carolina. It's a small town.
So he's
there's
in
not really
South
much
Carolina.
outdoorsy
Okay.
nature places that
But,
I can camp at for the night. But what they do.
I just absolutely love... Oh, he's got a little dog in there, too. Look at the dog. Has his own little cubby. Oh, man. That's... Oh, okay. All right. All right. We're buying a van, guys. Duck trailer for the van, Nance says. Dude, that's genius. That's it. That's my rolling barn. I can bring the ducks everywhere. I got my eggs back there. We could sell ducks out of the trailer. This is brilliant. Everything's coming together, okay? We just need 100,000 followers on the YouTube so we can pay for all of this stuff and build the cool van. Meech says duck, duck, truck. That's right, dude. KO says van life. I know, man. Duck van life. See, and when you're living the van life, he's like probably got some sponsorship with this whatever thing he's showcasing here. And that is how a lot of these van life people afford this lifestyle. Because if you want to have a comfortable life and camp, it's not cheap. You know, like this was a really expensive build, I'm sure. Even if you do all the craftsmanship yourself. Nance says grill on the back, grow them, lay the eggs, and grill them up. Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Well, and he's got him a little oven in his. I think it's a propane oven. But I just absolutely love his setup. Like, here he's got his little window coverings he's putting on. He did not opt for covering the windows with tape and insulation like the janky Christmas lights camper van. Meech says, I imagine a van like the Dumb and Dumber Pup Cuts, but it's a duck. Yes, yes. The big shaggy van, but it has feathers on the side and little like wings tucked in. Little duck head sticking out the top. Oh, I love it. I love that. Love that idea. Nance says turduckin. Yeah, that's right. Truck duckin. Van duckin? I don't know. But this dude I was super jealous of because his
Packing up, getting ready to leave.
His
I
setup
noticed
is so
a really
nice
bad leak
and
in
like
the back of my van, which is no good. But long story
I
short,
got a bad
turns
leak
out
in
my
the
water
van.
pump was faulty, so I had to take it out.
Not the
and I'm in the
water
process
pump.
of replacing that water pump, but I haven't had the chance to fully do that because it's been raining constantly. So I am
See,
without a running water system.
And that is the problem with van life, is when something goes wrong, it's pretty much you that has to fix it because you've built this thing. It's not like you can take it to the van life support shop and have them fix your little whatever. Like maybe you go to a RV place and they can fix your little camp stove or water pump or whatever the thing is. Nance says, you ever see the U-Haul box trucks turned into tiny houses? Yes, I have. And it's funny because Camping with Steve did a video where he camped in a U-Haul and he got banned from U-Haul. So he's not allowed to rent a U-Haul anymore. So when he did his recent I say recent, maybe it was this past winter, he did his negative 35 degree camping video where he's in a U-Haul and he had to have somebody else rent the U-Haul for him because he's banned from renting U-Hauls after camping in one. But Nance says there are some that look really nice and just look like a normal U-Haul on the outside. See, I think that's the best way to go, is to keep the outside looking normal, because the more you dress it up and make it look fancy, the more you're drawing attention to yourself. Like the people with the fancy vans. Like his van on the outside is really low key. He got white instead of, you know, the black or gray like some of the Instagrammers love to have. The white van looks like it's a service truck, whatever. No one's going to question it. These are used trucks bought and converted. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I mean, and you could probably get one of those old U-Hauls for pretty cheap, you know, because they, you know, squeeze every bit of life out of them that they can. So you'd probably have to swap a new motor into the thing, but, you know, this guy, I just love this setup. And that's like a regular sized sink. Really nice faucet. I mean, these aren't like miniature things here. And now he's got his gaming setup here. He's got his internet. I love it. I'm sold, you know? If I didn't like the farm life so much, I might be into this.
Any love and affection, I feel like I'm giving you.
Nance says it's 8 to 12,000 for an express van with the 14 to 17 foot box on it.
Oh, no.
See, that's not very much. 8 grand, 10 grand. I mean, maybe you spend a little bit more so you get like a nicer one, maybe lower miles or something. But yeah, I mean, like this thing is just a regular Ram Pro Master. He didn't do anything crazy to it, but gosh, it looks so nice on the inside. Like I love all the little details, the floral pattern he did on the front of his cabinet doors, and like the little LED lighting accents and everything like that. And he's just got, you know, all the angles. He's got the van life aesthetic down. So if you want to check out his channel, that is Trent the Traveler, and he has a really cool life. But I figured, since it's kind of, you know, borderline depressing at the beginning, I figured we could end on the way we should camp, okay? This is the opposite of stealth camping, and this is a channel called the Atik Family, and I saw this video. The one I'm about to play is the first one I saw of his channel, and him and his wife do just the most amazing job with these videos. Nance says he probably has a solid 120K into it between the van and the build out. Oh, at least, man. Those Pro Masters are, like I was saying, they're 70, 80 grand if you want a new one, you know? And then all of that really nice woodwork in the back and all of that stuff, that's not cheap, you know? So even if he did it himself, it's definitely a lot of money for sure. But yeah, the Atik Family, if you want a cozy, relaxing camping video, these guys have it, okay? So they show up. I don't know why it keeps picking up in the middle. So they show up. They always show their drive-in. Beautiful drone shots in every episode, of course. And so they show their drive-in and setting up the tent. Now, the tent they have is not like any that I've seen before. And it's like, it's inflatable. This seems like the worst conditions possible to camp in. Meech says, ooh, snow, this is my jam. Dude, they have some crazy ones. I'll show you another. They have some really good snow camps, these guys. So they're setting up their camp, right? And they pull out this thing, and then it inflates. And there it is. Their tent is up. And then they have this little stove. They spend hours setting this up. Nance says CB does not approve. Yeah, CB would not be a fan of the winter camping, I don't think. But they just do such a nice job. They got this little stove in there with the exhaust, you know. And then, of course, they make dinner. They always make an amazing looking dinner. And they've got this whole camp stove set up. And just, I mean, if you love the cozy type videos, this is the channel, dude. Like, I can't recommend them enough. Atik Alizi is his name. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but ATIK family on YouTube. And he just, I just love these setups. You know, even when it's like horrible and windy, he's out there clearing snow off of his window. It just looks so terrible and miserable, and then you go inside and it's just totally opposite. Just setting up. They got all their little dishes and their little table. She always makes an amazing meal. I love this channel. The vibes are just so amazing. And every time they seem to have a different like setup. Like this one here I thought was awesome. They've got a different inflatable tent and a little, you know, portable fire pit thing. They've got their tent so they can project their movie onto it. I mean, like, what a vibe, dude. Like, this is just... what a lifestyle, you know? I just love this so much. So, if you want to check them out, that's Atik Family on YouTube. Meech, this video, I want to show you this one snow video. It's called Camping in High Snow with a Portable Forest Hut. Look at this tractor. You see how much snow? Now, when he pulls up to the campsite, there's no snow on the tractor. So all that snow fell while they were parked there. Like 1.5 feet. I don't know where they are in, like, they gotta be in, like, Iceland or something, but, what a gorgeous little camping setup, man. Like, I love it. You know, he rolls out into the forest with his little tractor and then just has, you know, a 5-star hotel experience in this little bubble attached to his truck. It's amazing. And, you know, just the vibes and the music and everything is amazing. They do great with the, I mean, look at this drone shot, dude. Like, that's absolutely incredible. So, if you like the camping aesthetic, Nance says by the Hilux truck, definitely not in the USA. Yeah, and by their accents, you can tell it's not the USA. Let me see if it says, actually. It doesn't say where they are, in this one. But, I mean, just look at these views, man. Like, I just absolutely love this. I can't, like, what is this? Probably Finland. Okay, that's a good guess. Because it is super winter in all of these videos. But, I mean, just gorgeous shots. He has really cool setups. And like I said, every single one's different. Like the other one I showed in the thumbnail. Like, check out this overlander that he has. The back of it is hydraulic. Like, I kind of went a little bit too far. So look, he's able to raise and lower this deck on the back of the... Now, this vehicle's probably like $350,000 or something. Nance says, Finland gets buried. It's also the home of the Lynx snowmobiles. There's one video where he has one of those snowcat things, like they use for like grooming the ski slopes, and he uses that to get out into the backcountry. So yeah, it probably is somewhere like that where they have just super intense winters. But look at this setup, man. Like a hydraulic porch that he's just, you know, set up. You raise this thing up. Probably got some sort of like a prop. Oh, okay, he's locking him in. And I believe that's their daughter that's with them in this video. And just... Again, cooking a beautiful, beautiful meal with their little fancy dish sets and stuff. I think this... If you're kind of camp, like, this is the vibe. Meech says, man, I love this. Dude, I know. And every single one is something new and different and cool and just, I love it. Meech says, give me this any day. I know, right? Like, dude, this whole, their whole lifestyle is such a vibe. I just love it. Can't recommend them enough. Where's that snowcat thing I was telling you about? Maybe I could show you. But yeah, here he is, like, coldest snow camp at -24. You know, he's got all these cool little inflatable tents and, I mean, just look at this thing. Like, here's a different one. He's probably got sponsorships, I would imagine. He has over 3.5 million, 3.6 million subs on YouTube, so he's probably getting a lot of brand sponsorships and stuff like that. But I mean, just absolutely beautiful drone shots, aesthetic, cooking, just, oh yeah, there you go. There's a Lynx right there for you, Nance. Right outside of their tent. Not the same kind we were talking about, I don't think, but... But yeah, I mean, just such a cool thing. Such a contrast from the borderline homelessness of van life. And like, you know, watching Steve stealth camp, I will never get tired of, but I definitely couldn't do it. Probably couldn't do van life for very long, maybe for like a couple days, but man, I don't know. You'd have to have like one of these baller setups, like one of these guys we just watched. I love that that luxury gaming setup, traveling with Trent, dude. That's such a cool setup. But yeah, man, you know, it's starting to thaw out, starting to warm up. I'm thinking about getting out there, you know, go camping this summer. Maybe we do stealth camp. I don't know. I don't want to get arrested. I don't want to do anything illegal, but you know, maybe we make a stealth camping video and get rich like these guys, right? Black Magic says, yo, I made it before it ended, my man. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here. That's okay. We had a late start today, but we talked about stealth camping. So feel free to go back, check that out. Black Magic says, what's happening, everybody? We are, man, just partying it up for a Friday. Nance says, I can't believe how much snow melted here in the last week. It's left quick. Yeah, we got, it hit like mid-50s down here. And I think it's going to be 60 next week. So, you know, I was hoping that we turned the corner on spring already. And then I woke up to snow 2 days ago. So, you know, there's always that. But, That's what they say in Ohio. If you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes. Nance says, I could camp in my trailer. It's got no windows and no AC, but I could lock myself in the trailer. Yeah, and I don't know, man. I have a cargo trailer too, but I just can't see sleeping in that thing. I don't know. It's really, it's cold, you know? There's not a lot of insulation, and, it's just, cargo trailers don't seem like that's not the move. I think if you're gonna be a van lifer, you gotta have the van, you know, or something similar to that. Maybe a bus, a converted school bus would be cool. Meech says, did you show your blue drink? I don't have my blue drink. I have, I had a Coke. I have a Coke I'm drinking. So, no vodka tonight. I didn't really feel up to it. I gotta get up early tomorrow, and if I stay up late drinking Red Bull and vodka, it will, it will not be good. I'll have a rough day at work. Nance says it was nearly 60 Wednesday here. Wow. Already getting to 60 in New York. That's good. That means spring is here. We're ready. This is it. No more winter. No more negative 20 and 40 mile an hour winds. I'm done with it. Give me the rain. I'm fine with rain if it's warm. You know? I'll be wet if it's above 60. Just give me something. Nance says I could for track days. I'm going to be insulating it and putting E-track in it for the rails to put a mattress on at some point. Now, if you do that, I would go for like those foam board insulation, like the highest R value you can find, and you might be able to insulate the inside of there decent, you know, especially if you had some, you know, fan and a little heater in there. I think you could probably keep it warm. But you know, you check out Outdoors Unsupervised. He has just built his cargo trailer out, so you can kind of see what you like about his and what you don't like, get some ideas for yours. It's supposed to crack 70 next Saturday. Wow, 70, man. That's awesome. Congratulations. I hope you actually hit 70. That'd be amazing. 70 degrees in spring in New York. Black Magic says, come visit me in Phoenix. Just don't come in the summer. Yeah, because it is a literal oven. Yeah, I've been down there in the summertime. It's like, I went to Scottsdale and it was 120 degrees during the day, almost every day. And it was miserable. You definitely hang by the pool and that's it. Or inside in air conditioning. Nance says, yeah, put the 2-inch strapping in the frame. Yeah. Yep, absolutely, man. Get a little heater, get a little AC in there, you're set. Then you can make a stealth camping YouTube channel and quit your job at the machine place, you know? So, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool topic. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Thank you to Airy and Airy Sweet and Bad Will for the suggestions on the stealth camping. Scarf Mommy says duck update. I know I saw the pics, but tell me more. Okay, a duck update for you. We've got the first round. That's Jeffrey the duck. Is in that round. They are fully grown. They have all their adult feathers now. And the second round, their adult feathers are starting to come in. And the third round go into lockdown on Sunday, so they'll hatch like Wednesday-ish. So I'll have some pictures, maybe some video for you. Maybe I'll try and get a time lapse of the little babes hatching. So But yeah, so I'll try and remember to load some duck photos onto the computer so I can show those next time. And yeah, I'll throw in a couple of these new sound effects too. So we'll have those for Monday. And yeah, I see the duck emojis. Yes, we will have the duck pictures. So I will have that for you on Monday. I'll get pictures of everybody and try and get some nice photos of little Jeffrey the duck. But yeah, happy Friday, y'all. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a great weekend. And I appreciate everybody who's in the chat. Everybody smack that like button. And I'll see you on Monday. Peace.